morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the July 19th edition of Morning Mindset. I'm your host, Todd. Hey, how are you doing today? On today's episode, let's see, we had content creation. We're going to talk about this week and how we came up with content creation ideas and what we're doing next week for it. And hopefully that'll be able to help you. So that's what we're talking about. If this is your first time here or your long time here, something like that, I know who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in your area. Most importantly, I need your 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? Now, for us, it's like 80 degrees, I think, already. I think that's what that says. I don't know if that's true. That weather app, I think, lies to me a lot. So I'm going to just double check because that seems awful warm. 66. That sounds way better. 66. And what are we going up to today? What's the day look like today? 66 with a high of 79. So gorgeous day out today. So we'll make sure to enjoy some of that with the sunset at 8:31. And what's in our cup today? We got the Galaxy Vibe rocking today. Sparkling Strawberry Watermelon Edition. That hits the spot right there. Now, our 5 things. I'm trying to make a list of our 5 things because there's quite a few things on here. And that's what I was going through to see, because there's stuff I'm waiting to come in today that should be in. And then that dictates, when that comes in, dictates what we have going on for the day. If it comes in early, then that stuff will get bumped up. If it comes later, then that stuff becomes a Monday job. But right now, we're looking at it. We've got to send quotes. We've got to do mock-ups. We have to... Let me go through and just make my list all through this. So we've got DTF. We've got mock-ups. We've got order supplies. We have... That one works. So social media posts, because that's what we're talking about today. And this one is... Are we going to get that done? Yeah, I think we're going to do... I got to measure for banner. I definitely have to do that today. Measure for a banner. So that's our 5 things today: DTFs, mockups, order supplies, social media posts, and measure for a banner. So those are my things. But that's how the day goes. I'm going through it. And Fridays we try and leave a little, not a little early, but a little light. And we do that mostly because those are days where if we're making deliveries or pickups, we're able to do that. Like this, I've got to go measure for a banner. Nobody needs to be there. They have a place where they want a banner at. I just need to stop in there and do that real quick. But I need to put it on the schedule for it. Go through anything that I know we need for next week, so I can order that today so it ships out, so we have it at the beginning of next week, because we've got a busy couple weeks coming up. We got asked last night to do a back-to-school night for a new school that we haven't done for, so we're pressing on site. Their back-to-school night is the 29th of July. So, yeah, their back-to-school night is the 29th of July. So that's in, 7 days, a week from Monday. So we were going through and getting that squared away to get that set up, make sure we order things in here so we're good to go on that. And a lot of that is just that, like planning out for it. We've got 1, 2, 3 that are hard set in stone. 5 stores that are going to be opening up here in the next 3 weeks. So we're working on those and hopefully more. We got our ornament fundraiser opened up and ready to go yesterday. So or Wednesday, they approved everything. Thursday, we were good to rock on that. So it's been busy. And I love it. I love it. Let's check in and see how everybody's doing this morning. Sarah, good morning to you from your porch yet again. 64 and sunny, coffee in the cup. But yes, with the porch and sunny and coffee, that's your happy space. And Sarah's to do: meet with friend for potential temporary space. It's rocking. Go to the doctor to have record of symptoms. Stay out the mold. Pick up golden birthday macaroon cake for Azzy, because Azzy's birthday is tomorrow. Hudson's birthday is tomorrow. They're birthday buddies. Artwork and store builds. Hello, Jerry. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you from sunny Central Florida. Currently 84 on the way to 93. That's a hot one. No cup yet. Got to go to post office, meet tree people at rental property this afternoon. Not too bad there, Chuck. Jerry, morning. Sarah. And Barb, good morning from North Central Minnesota, 64, headed to the 80s, water in the bottle. So it's just going to be warmer for Barb than it is for me. Look at that. And Barb's 5 things: Intergrip's ShipStation with Chipley Shopify, add products to Chipley store requested by softball team, work on mock-ups, schedule for next week, pricing review. That's right. On Wednesday, we did in our mentorship community, work on your business Wednesdays. So Barb was working on setting up her first Chipley store. I was working on setting up our ornament fundraiser. Tim was working on hats and a few other things. Brian was working on signs. Kelly was working on everything. And who am I missing? Chandra was also working on everything. So that's what we do on Wednesdays in our mentorship community is we take 4 hours that we just have blocked out and we just get together and work that's working on your business. It doesn't always have to be, the same project-based things. It's just there to know, hey, we're here to do this. And there was a lot of, hey, what do you think of this? Asking questions to help. So, it's having those other people that are in the same boat you are. And it worked out really nice. And I was supposed to make sure to mention that one of our members, because of our mentorship community, saved over $500 on Wednesday. And it's $20 a month. So he definitely got his value worth. So making sure to put that out there for it. So if you're interested in joining that, let me go ahead and put it in the banner right down here, right here at the bottom. Patreon.com/FatDadMC. Get in there. We have calls multiple times throughout the week. In fact, we have a call at 9:30 today that you will be able to get in if you get in before then. So let's go back to finish checking in there. Jerry, sunny Ohio, mid 60s. And then I don't know that word. Immense. Is that the word? That the word? I don't know that word. Rena, good morning and happy Friday. Coffee in the cup. It's going to be 98 today. Yikes, 98. Tim's got good morning, everyone. 69 out with a pink monster. Cinnamon tea in the cup for there. And Tim was right. He sure did. He saved over $500 from that call. I'll dig it. So content creation, that's what we're going to chat about here. And I want to know on your side how you come up with your content creation. Now, I know that a lot of you are putting way too much thought into this and trying to be funny with things or trying to be smart about things or trying to be informative about things. At the end of the day, you just need to post things. What are you doing on the daily basis? If we go through this, Tim is a really good one where on TikTok, he's posting, his tint jobs. He's going live on there to, as he's tinting stuff, as he's completed with stuff, he's posting videos, posting pictures of that. So with that, it's what you're doing. Show what you're doing, make posts about it. For us, with us promoting for our spiritware teams and for us, our spiritware stores, and for fundraising efforts, that's what we've been focusing on. So as we create new designs, we're making new posts, showing those off, giving the information so people can join us from there. And we're picking up more stores than what we started with last year. So that's a plus. We're doing other fundraisers that we haven't done before. That's a plus. So we're continuously putting information out there. Don't think that it's a set it and forget it thing where, yep, I just have to post this once and then I'm done with it. No. You need to be posting a lot. If you think you're over posting now, believe me, you are not. You're not over posting until somebody says you are, and then you keep posting until more people say you are. Then you keep posting and until you see, they come after you with the pitchforks. Make sure that you're posting your content. Make sure that you're taking pictures of everything that you can, if there's an experience to document, say you're starting something new. You got a new piece of equipment in, show it off, walk through on what it is and what you can do with it and how it can better your business and better your customers. If you have machines that are running now, DTF printing, wide format printing, it's kind of boring, especially DTF because it's backwards and it lays wide over it. So you can't really see it. So that kind of sucks. Wide format printing, kind of same way. It's where the laser, if you have a laser engraver or a embroidery machine, it's really easy just to set up the camera and just go and just record stuff. And it doesn't have to be a 30-minute video. You can just record and you can clip that down into, little 20-second, 30-second chunks and post those. Post the beginning of a shirt and after the shirt. If you're pressing, you can do that, where you just set up the camera right there as you're pressing the stuff, peeling the transfers, doing whatever it is that you're doing with that. You can show a beginning end process of that as you're doing projects for other people, making sure that you're taking pictures and posting those for it. It's all about the engagement. That's what you want. And when it comes to if you're looking for more of that fun engagement stuff, then the best advice I can give is post those fun topics, right? Those things that aren't going to be, don't post in there, are you a Democrat or Republican? Because, you're going to start a shitstorm with that. But if you post in there, what's better, peanut butter and grape jelly or peanut butter and strawberry jelly? Okay, there's that. Pineapple on pizza, that one always hits. So you can put that on there. Coming up with those ones right there where it just asks people questions. It's fun, lighthearted. It keeps people engaged. Super simple, super easy to do. There's a ton of them that you can do. I think the last one I did was, soda or pop. I will die on my no pepper or no pineapple on pizza, but would I try it? Maybe, possibly. But at this point, I'm stuck so far in that I can't. It just needs to be fun. It needs to be engaging. There's enough crazy in the world so that you can add some fun to it. You'll do really well with it. Jerry's 5 things. Take pics of finished items. Yes. Embroidery, hat, order prints, continue organizing. Immense lots. Okay, there was immense. I was just my brain isn't there. It's been a rough couple days inside my head. So, and that's something else too, is a lot of times we get stuck in our own head. You've got your work stuff going on, you've got your family stuff going on, you've got outside stuff going on. Between the stuff that's going on in your community, the stuff that's going on in the nation, stuff that's going on in the world. There's always so much going on, and sometimes you can get stuck in your own head. Somebody can say something or do something, and it makes you feel different about that person or that situation, and then you start overthinking it, and then you start questioning yourself, start questioning your values on things, your self-worth on things. You start doing a lot of internal questioning, and it can eat away at you. So you want to try to not let those things happen, but they do, right? And so you need to do what's best for you to find an outlet for that, so you can not have to deal with it so much. My go-to outlet is, hey, let me just fire up the smoker and just do that. Just sit out there, a beer 32, and just fire up the smoker and enjoy that. Take a golf cart ride. Find something that makes you happy and do that to recenter yourself and get re-energized. We don't know what tomorrow brings. We've known that for as long as time, and we don't know what tomorrow brings. So make the most of what you have today. If it's something that if it's minor stuff, and I'm bad about that. Sometimes the little stuff just eats at me, and I can't let it do that because it definitely affects everything else. Sometimes that's where just having those fun-loving posts, that content creation, just gives the people that outlet to not worry about everything else, and so then they start thinking of you for that. One of the things that we do Monday through Friday, because we're subscribed to a bunch of newsletters, emails, and that like today in history, this day in sports, this day, there's a bunch of those. And so each day we can kind of go through those and see, and here's a fun fact for the day. Here's something, about that. And then you can ask a question to go along with it. You can post a picture, but there's something. And now we've been doing it, I don't know, maybe about 6 weeks, 2 months. I have to go back and check, but we get, the same people that now that's their daily thing, is they look at that. See, it's like this. We do this, 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. We get the people that show up for this because, we stay on top of it. We do it every week. If we're not going to do it, we let people know. We thought we were going to be able to incorporate this into TikTok, and we cannot because of the way that they're not giving a stream key. They want you to go through their live platform or their desktop of it. So boo on that. But we will start going live on TikTok as well to put it all in there. Let's see. Jerry said, "Congrats, T-Town, on saving money." That's right. Jerry's our money manager. She makes sure we questions ourselves before we spend money. And to save money. Beth, good morning from North Central Nebraska. Water in the cup, 5 things. Work out, day job, find a better mood. It's Friday, right? Pick up feed for animals, lurk in background of the mentorship call. Beth, we're right there. You can if you got questions, just ask. That's what we're there for. And Jerry says, make sure to hit that like button. Thank you very much for that, Jerry. Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and then we can grow from there. Finding a better mood. I like that. And that was from Barb. Jerry said, Beth, take a quick walk if you can. Helps me. There's no quick walk about me. That has not happened. I heard that X is charging to go live. It wouldn't surprise me. A lot of these are to, if there's a way to monetize stuff, people are going to do it. And you figure if, let's say 1 million people a month want to go live, and you charge them, hey, in order to use our service to go live, it's $10 a month. Sure, okay, I'll pay $10 a month, but a million people do it. That's $10 million in revenue. Not a bad thing. And that helps, that kind of leads into some other things, when it comes to like charging for services, charging for what you do. Yes, you could get more people by offering free, but when you start charging for things, you start cutting out the riffraff. If just anybody can go live on X, you're going to get all kinds of weird, crazy things. If you have to go through a process and you have to pay for it, you might not get as many. But the quality of the content should go up. It's the same way with customers. We give everything away for free. If we're selling shirts at rock bottom prices, if we're giving away our design services, if we're not charging rush fees and that, we get those customers that, let's be honest, they take advantage of us because they know our prices are super cheap, because we're not charging them any design fees, because we won't charge them any rush fees. So that's why they're using us. But it creates so much stress for it when we start, charging for our design services, when we start charging for the rush fees, when we're not the rock bottom pricing, we're going to lose customers. But the amount of customers that you keep at that higher price point make up for the ones at the lower one that left that were the problem ones anyway. So it definitely works out. But back to the content creation side of things. How are you guys coming up with your content creation ideas? I said, typically I want to do 10 to 20 posts a day. And that could be across all the platforms, whether, that is TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Reels, Stories, anything that I can post, YouTube. So we try and put everything there. I tried a few third-party schedulers, and I'm not a big fan of them because I've seen engagement on those tank when we're using a third party. So now, we're just doing everything natively in there. And, everybody has a camera. Everybody has a camera right there. So there's no reason to not take a picture of it. And say you only did one shirt today, right? Hey, there's 0 sales days. There's, 0 shirt days. There's 0 things in there. But if we just had one shirt and that we're doing, what's the process of that? Am I doing vinyl? Okay, here's a short video of the cutter cutting, 10, 15 seconds of it. Here's a 10, 15-second video of me weeding it. Here's the shirt beforehand. Here's the shirt pressed. Here's us pressing the shirt. Here's us peeling the shirt. Here's us folding the shirt. Here's us packaging up the shirt. Here's us sending out the shirt, delivering the shirt. So from that one thing, just one shirt, you're able to create, 10 pieces of content from it. You can talk about each one, how you're doing it, what's going on with it, why you selected this way, why is that. You can show that. So just think about everything that you do. Every step along the process is a picture. Opening a box. Oh, got new shirts in. There it is. Oh, love how these look. Oh, here it is on this. You can go through and do it, which if you're especially trying out new things, so they say there's new product. Do I have anything new close by? I don't have anything new close by. But if you've got new stuff in, hey, can't wait to try these out for it. Testing new products, showing things off, showing a new design that you've created. Any of those things is just content creation. There's no reason you can't be doing that. And you should be doing that. It's super easy and simple to do because we all have these phones right there to be able to start taking pictures of things, to start posting things to other places. And it's really, really easy to do. And that made me think I'm going to need help next week on our mentorship call on the working on our business, because one of the things that we said that we could do is kind of create that small business package. Like here's, maybe 5 t-shirts, 5 sweatshirts, or 5 hoodies, 5 polos, 5 business signs, 250 business cards, something like that, 2 magnets, is to create the kind of that small business package for that solopreneur, that guy that maybe has, that just here's the bundle and you're just starting your business. So here's, a couple polos for you if you want to look professional. Here's a couple work shirts for you. And so that's what I want to do in Wednesday's call. Let's work together and see what we think works best for something like that. Hey, 10-yard signs, because that you can do that on one sheet of Coroplast. So you usually get a better deal on it. And that's how we do ours, is you get a better deal at 10 and move up from there. But maybe a couple door magnets, business cards, and then, here's the apparel side of it. There's a lot that we can do. We are their marketing agency for them. So, we want to make sure that we're selling them. We don't want to sell them the cheapest stuff. We want them to look good. We want them to look professional. And so let's put a little time and effort into it so that way they do. And then that goes from there. So that's Wednesday. We've got 4 hours to kind of come up with, maybe we come up with 3-tier package system on how we can do that. And maybe we'll come up with that. We'll come up with some, what is that, collateral? Yeah, that's right. Some collateral for it, some copy for it. So here's some things that you can post. Here's some things that you can say about it. Here's some pictures that you can use. Here's some flyers. Maybe a 3-team thing is what I have in my head. So for those in our mentorship community, remind me. We'll talk about it Monday and then Wednesday so we can prep for it. So get your head wrapped around some ideas on that. And we'll bring that all to the table next Wednesday. Let's see. Barb says, I'm bad at taking pictures, videos, etc. But I did get my GoPro set up yesterday. I have a bunch of videos I need to go through and divide up. And me too, Barb. And that's why I'm actually charging an old phone today because I'm going to do I'm going to get my stuff done. And I'm hoping to what's on my list have done by 2:00, so then I can go laser time for the rest of the day from there, because there's some lasers things I want to try out, because we did go to the Smoke Fest tour this week, so there's some things I want to try out and do. I'm going to make sure that's charged up, and I think I'm going to throw it in the laser, and we're going to see what we see. So post live, see what happens from there. And I said, I did that the other day doing UV DTF on applying a pen rep. What do you use to edit your video? I use CapCut for everything. Right now, that's been my go-to, is CapCut for doing it. Jerry does not have a UV printer that I know of, but I'm pretty sure she bought the pen wraps, which that's another thing. We've got asked, to do, is that something that we could do? The mug wraps, or what are they? The Libby glass wraps, the pen wraps. And it's one of those where we could, but since it's not our target market, it's way easier for people just to upload their stuff. So if you have those patterns and that, go, create the gang sheet for it, do it. You're set, ready to rock and roll, and then we can push it from there. So we'll get there, maybe, probably not, because even like on our DTF side of things, we release new ones every week or two of new designs that we've put in there for ready to press transfers, and they don't sell. They're there to take up space. Every once in a while, if we really start pushing it, then it'll go. But that's the other thing. We really need to push it. We need to say, hey, here's this. Here's what you can do with it. Break down everything of it. And to me, it's just not worth it, because it's not my one. Yes, every sale is a sale. Some sales are better than other ones. It's good to stay in front of people to see what's being offered. But if I'm trying to work on a store that can do $2,000 or $3,000, then that's a lot better than doing, a transfer that's going to make, $25. So we still post the stuff out there. We put it out there, and it is content creation. We do have it there for it, and it does keep us front of mind, people, and that's why we do that thing with that. But with that, pictures. It was a conversation that started a couple weeks ago with Kelly, where we our mentorship call on that Wednesday. Hey, what are you doing? Take pictures of a show. And I had just did some reflective glitter HTV, and I had that in the trash, and I just pulled it out, put it on there, and took a picture of it and some videos and showed the different things of it. And people were like, oh, that's pretty cool. And it's just that simple. Take a picture of your mess, of the scraps that go into of when you're done weeding something, or you're done with something, or a mess up, to show that, hey, there's a lot more to the business than you just order something and you get it. And when you can create that, there's that connection to it. There's that feeling of, that we are a part of this, that there is actually something done behind the scenes to make this work. So if you have something that you're able to video, to take pictures of, and then post, make sure to do that. And with that, we're going to wrap up today's show, because there's some stuff I want to get done for a mentorship call. I said, if you get in there, you can join us right down here, patreon.com/FatDadMC, and we will be over there in about a half an hour. We'll be back here Monday for another episode of Morning Mindset. Tuesday with Todd. Maybe got some stuff in the works. We'll talk about that next week and see from there. So until next time, peace, love, press on. We will see you then.